Hello. I hope you guys are all doing very well. It is Friday, December the 2nd, 2022. And you know what? Oh, man. I wanted to do wild speculation Friday because we haven't done that in a very long time. And at the same time that I wanted to do wild speculation Friday, I became very irritated and angry about the continued abuse of a good person. Lots of good people. Let me be clear here. Lots of good people. Many good people who, you know what? They're being abused, mistreated by a crazy person.
We will do mean things, and we will do them in style.
All right. So I got to say this, okay? If you did not see the video by It's Randy's Life and it's Randi and Wendy, one win, um, not last night before last, you've got to go watch it. You must go watch it. They were spectacular. They addressed the insanity in a way that was not, it was humorous, right? Oh, I'm sure it's not humorous to the abuser. I'm sure that the abuser is not doesn't think this is funny at all. I think she is plotting her next big lie. I think she's trying to figure out what she can get away with in terms of manipulation and gas lighting. So here's my contribution to this, and then we are moving right into true crime because frankly, I'm so bored with just the nutty, the skewed view of reality. I'm so weary of it that I don't want to trash my channel up with it. You know what I mean? I We know what we like to talk about, don't we? We do. We like to talk about true crime. Sometimes it's, we're watching trials and we're doing commentary on trials. Sometimes we're doing like this sort of neophyte kind of fumbling type of profiling of potential criminal. Sometimes we take an academic route and we talk about real world theory and empirical results on something, and sometimes we talk about mental health. But what I really try really hard to do is to not talk about the nut that just is constantly trying to attract the squirrels. I can't. I don't. It's just wasted time. Now, in terms of the wild speculation Friday, and all that, let me just say this, okay? And I had thought that I would do this, and I thought, no, I don't want to do this. It's tiresome and it's pointless and it's not going to change anything. And I think those of you that have been hurt by this woman, and there are many of you in the hundreds. Now, some of us kind of rise to the top. I don't know why she is obsessed and can't quit talking about me. I never speak about her. I never put her in my titles of my videos. It's just that if I go over and say something supportive of my friend BBT, that somehow turns me into being complicit, and I don't even know what is in her delusional mind. BBT is my friend. BBT was terribly abused and mistreated, ostracized, tracked down, the victim of gang stalking, and it went on for 4 years. Years, people. I don't know what is coming. You know what? Here's the deal. I tell people, Don't ever let anyone take from you your own 5, 6 senses. Don't do that. When you hear something, believe what you hear. When you see something, believe what you see. And when someone shows you who they are, believe that too. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't even want to consider what kind of monster could make a joke of any sort out of the murders of Abby and Libby in Delphi, Indiana. That is in terms of obscenity, that's it. You look up the word obscene in the dictionary, and what you're going to see is some crazy person who makes fun of Abby and Libby. Just nuts. And so we heard it. We all heard it. If you go to BBT's channel, she finds these things and she puts them up and makes commentary on them. And then you see what it is. And there is absolutely no doubt that Scooter showed a video of her husband walking on the Monon High Bridge, period. You can see it, you can hear it. And this crazed, delusional person, it keeps saying things, making jokes about that Scooter's husband is the Delphi killer. That it does Scooter think, is that why she took her husband to the Monon High Bridge, because she wanted to see if he looked like bridge guy walking across the bridge? It is unmistakable. You have ears, people. Do not let someone gaslight you into not believing what your own ears are telling you. You can hear as well as I can hear, or anyone else. And you don't need someone to say, no. You just thought you heard me say, is that when he freaked out and killed them? Mwah, 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 mwah. That's exactly what happened. This delusional person is chomping on her cud. Mwah, 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 mwah. And Scooter is legitimately just holding up a video of when they made a trip to the Monon High Bridge, and they made a video about the murders, and showed everything, showed the memorial, to which the delusional person says, oh, it's just a memorial. It's just a memorial. I'll tell you what, delusional person, when you speak about those two young women, show some dignity, show some respect in the fact that they were alive and they were here and they matter. They continue to matter to Becky Patty and to Abby's mother. How dare you sit there and chomp and eat into a microphone and then laugh and make a joke that Scooter's husband freaked out and he was the one that killed them. How dare you? And if it wasn't bad enough, you send your little flying monkey up onto the panel of a very good person, and you send your flying monkey up there so she can say, no, that's not what you are. That's not what Carolyn said. I don't know how to talk. You should watch my video on vocal fry. I think if you were to watch the video on upspeak and vocal fry, you would probably quit doing it. It's well within your power of controlling it. So she did, in fact, say, ha ha ha, Is that when Dave freaked out, or whatever her Scooter's husband's name is? Is that when he freaked out and killed them? This was said moments after one of the fools, I don't remember which one of them said, oh, I know who said, oh my God, does that look like Davis Bridge Guard? Oh my God, it does look like Bridge Guard. And everybody laughed. Everybody laughed. They thought it was funny. Made a joke out of it. And then within minutes, the phone with the video is still in Scooter's hand. Within minutes, she's holding it back up to show something else. And the delusional person is was that when he freaked out and killed him? I cannot accept the callousness of that moment. I don't. You know what? I think what made it so hard for me. That moment, her chomping and chewing, and then laughing in such a harsh way, and then saying that. And let me say this: when you go over to BBT's and you watch this video, okay, go, BBT's got it up. Go watch it on her video. When you go and you listen, and she says that, you know, when she first says, "Oh, did you take Dave there because you thought he was Bridge Guy? Did you take Dave there, Scooter, so you could see if he looked like Bridge Guy going over the Monon High Bridge?" She didn't even know the name of the bridge. But when she first makes the joke, Scooter laughs. Well, and of course, the flying monkeys on the panel laugh. They have to laugh because they're there to feed her ego and keep her happy, right? So they have to laugh, even though it's a disgusting, horrific nightmare joke. They laugh, and then, you know, Scooter keeps on going like she's trying to just kind of let it pass, right? And then as she puts it back up to show something else, and then the delusional one, is that when he killed him? Is that when he freaked out and killed him? You look at Scooter's face in that moment. Freeze the playing of the video and look at her face. And she says, "Stop." You did, Scooter. You did. And you know what? You are selling your soul, Scooter. You're selling your soul on this one. There is no way that a normal human being who is in touch with all of their faculties can watch that video of you guys and go, "Oh, no, I can see how that was, confusing. We just don't know what we're hearing, do we? Oh, no. You're gaslighting. It doesn't work with me. It's very difficult to convince me that what my ears are hearing is wrong. I have a great memory. I have a high IQ. I can definitely trust my ears and my eyes. And I'll tell you something else too. If I hear something wrong and I follow up on it and I recognize, oh yes, I actually did mishear that, I am the first one to step up and say, hey guys, I got it wrong. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry, but I really want to make sure I clear this up and you guys hear me. I was wrong about this. I said or did or showed the wrong thing. I own it. And what happened last night was just disgusting. You come in as a flying monkey, Nicole. How's that feel? Make you feel good about yourself? Don't come in and tell people that they can't count on their own ears. Our ears are just as good as anybody else's. We have the ability to rewind a video and watch it over and over and over again. The problem is we just can't stomach it. You are protecting someone that it's important for you to keep a relationship with because that is your friendship group. You don't want to lose your ability to hang out in her channel because those are now your people. That is where you want to go. At the end of the day, when you're tired and you're ready to put your feet up and ready to relax with friends, that's your friendship group. That's where you want to go. Ain't no way in hell that you believe what she's saying on this one. You all reacted, and that includes to Scooter Chick. Scooter, you better get your priorities in order because she is pushing you for, I don't know how much further down in the gutter you can go, Scooter. I legitimately don't know. And I'm going to tell you this. I think you yourself are questioning. I don't think this is a healthy relationship. I think this is a toxic situation. You look, when she said that, when she said, oh, is that when he freaked out and killed them? You said, stop. You said it, Scooter. You did. You knew she went too far. You knew it. I'm done. I don't listen to that insanity that goes on over there. I don't care about what they talk about. I don't care. It's beneath me. It's sad. I just ignore it. But when you start making fun of two young girls, and this is what made it so hard for me, y'all. It is appalling. I am so nauseated. I will tell you why it is so offensive. It's so offensive. If this had all been said, let's say 6 months ago, it would not have been that big of a deal. It just would have been yeah, look at yin yang here. How about you stop it? How about you just move along and go back with the other monkeys? So the thing that makes it so offensive for me is if this had been said like 6 months ago, I would have thought, oh, gross, but it would just be your typical cringy moment that she frequently has, right? It probably wouldn't have been like so sharp, right? Like I gasped. Like I couldn't believe what I heard. I gasped. And the reason that it's so hard now, the reason it is so hard this moment in time is because they just arrested Richard Allen, And when did they, release the arrest affidavit, right? So they're describing it. And we know what happened to that one of those girls. They both died. They were both murdered. It was terrible with both of them. But one of them was tortured before she died. We just learned this in the last 2 weeks. Most of the people that I know, most of the people that I'm talking to, that we've covered this Delphi case from the very beginning, most of us are sitting around in horror, praying for peace for their families. I'm just I can't figure out why. Okay, so I can understand someone making a joke, like in a moment, like kind of get caught up in the moment and thinking, saying something be kind of funny or whatever. And then they have that realization, kind of like, uh-oh, oops, went too far, right? Oopsie. I can understand that. That's not, I get it. I'm not callous to the fact that sometimes we make jokes and maybe they're a little obnoxious, maybe they're cringy. I can own that. I don't have a problem with that. And in fact, when I first heard the delusional creator say this, when the joke was first made, I gasped. I was horrified. It was gross, but I did not respond, did I? Y'all didn't hear me say a word about it. I didn't miss a beat. I kept right on doing what I do. Said, oh, well, just another one of her moments. Another one of her things. That's what she does. But last night was too much. The 3 iterations of gaslighting. No. Y'all did not. I did not say that. How dare you say that I said that? How dare you? Oh, shut up. Be quiet, you gaslighter. Be quiet. You got caught. Your mouth got away from you. You forgot all about, spouting your scriptures that, you may or may not live. It's not, frankly, none of my business if you do. But you forgot yourself. The real person came out in that statement. And when you realized it, just like Scooter realized it at the moment you said it, she realized it. But when you realized, oh my God, everybody's talking about it. I'll never live this one down. This is going to open everybody's eyes, but it won't. You've got people sitting in your chat night after night after night who have seen hundreds of people that you have called liars. You have said they're targeting you. You have said they are bullying you. Nobody else, no other creators are dealing with that. Why? Why are you the only one? It's because you're the abuser. You're the one that's hurting people. And then just like in true fashion, when a victim has enough and they stand up for themselves and they say, hey, I've had enough. I am not going to be a part of this channel anymore. I am not going to expose myself to all of this manipulation and making me the butt of your jokes and telling lies about me and making me take responsibility for your bad behavior. I realize now this is not a friendship. I'm being used. This is toxic. I'm being hurt. I'm out of here. Gone. That is what a victim does. And you know what the abuser always does? When the victim leaves, you know what the abuser does? The abuser says, oh, look, did you see what they said to me? Did you see they were yelling at me? Did you see they've abandoned me? See, they're the abuser, not me. No, you drew first blood. You drew first blood. The victim says, I've had enough of you, and they leave. And sometimes they leave in a blaze of glory. Sometimes they twist off and they say, you know what? F you. But that doesn't change the fact that you are the original culprit. You are the one that hurt other people. I do not know of a single creator, and that includes people in the drama community over the past 4 or 5 years. I don't know of a single creator that has managed to fill up an entire notebook full of the names of their enemies. You're it. Nobody else is doing that. In fact, people seem to be getting along with one another. Once they get out of your channel, no trouble. Everybody just becomes friends. Everything's just relaxed and good. You changed your story about what everyone can clearly hear you say. You tried 3 different iterations before you finally gave up and sent your flying monkey over there to try to do your talking for you. And she failed. Don't tell people that they need you as an interpreter. They have ears. You can try to make up any kind of lie you want to. I mean, what is it? Is it a crowbar, a tire iron? Are you talking about the people walking behind you on the road in front of you? It was such horseshit. And the truth of it is that the real person came out in a moment. It got away from you. You were feeling smug. I don't know. You were so happy that night. It made me think maybe you had run over a small child or something. You were just downright giddy. It's like, wow, she's awfully happy tonight. Wonder what horrible, terrible thing she did. But regardless, you're feeling good. You're sitting there, your people on your panel, Scooter's back. She's showing videos. She's trying to talk about true crime like a normal person. You're chomping away at whatever you chomp on. And your mouth overloaded your ass. Everybody heard it. And it is offensive when you turn around and start telling people, no, don't believe what you heard. Believe my words. I'm too good of a person to ever say anything like that. But you did. You did say it. You did. So leave your gaslighting. Go away with the gaslighting. It has no magic here. These people are far too intelligent to fall victim to your gaslighting. And Scooter, you may think that you're hiding the reality. I saw your face. You knew the minute she said it, it was disgusting and gross. Man. Okay. Done. I made my point. Yes. Don't let abusers gaslight you. True crime 0. Thank you, big ups. Thank you. Don't let, I don't even know, Gypsy. So Jimmy had a rant. What was he ranting about? Well, okay, so Yin Yang, y'all can go to socialblade.com and you can look in there and see how many views she's getting, how many subscribers she's losing. You can see the reality of what her channel's actually doing. And I was going to do that today. I was going to be really calm and I was going to show up this performance, that's happening. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in the mud. I don't want to, that's not who I am. It's uncomfortable. I've got important things I want to talk about related to the Idaho 4. And I said, I don't want to do that, but y'all can do that. Y'all can go over and look at that. But there's something else that I was going to show that you can easily look at yourself. You don't need me to show it. You don't need me to show you how. You're all intelligent adults. You don't need me to tell you what to think and what you're hearing. I trust your intellect. It is drama, crazy life, and it's wasted time. It just makes me so, ugh. You can go to her channel, and I want you to go down and just look at every single video and look at the number of views and the topic. She has been forced to go back into drama. She's been forced because of her views. If she doesn't do that, then the channel is just dead in the water. They're kind of, I think there's a pattern to the views when you look at it on socialblade.com. There's a pattern to the views, and I think it coincides with this amount of time that they're keeping the 24/7 Zoom going. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Which is against terms of service. They're artificially manipulating her views. It's not real. But she's the smartest YouTuber around. She's so smart. She came up with ideas that no one else has come up with. And that is, I'll just keep my channel going 24 hours a day, and I'll have 90 people that stay in there at any given time. And so it's going to make it look like things aren't as bad as they actually are. Oh, they're bad. And you want to hear what the saddest thing is? Here's the saddest thing. And she's listening right now. She's listening. Here's the sad part, delusional person. The sad part is when you go back to the beginning of 2021, before you and Natasha Cooper threw down at each other. Before then, your channel was killing it. You were rocking. And you know what you were not doing, delusional person? You were not screaming, he's a liar. She's a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Liar, liar, liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You were not doing that. You were just doing content. You weren't putting a knife into the backs of your friends. You weren't screeching and screaming and yelling at everybody that you were going to sue them and take them all to court. You made a great community, and you had people that really enjoyed spending their time in that channel. And then you and Natasha went at each other, and you have not been able to recover since then. You are so hell-bent focused on hurting people, and you've lost sight of the fact that the reason things are like they are is because you are hurting people. It's not working for you. You are hurting people. I know you want to. I know you're thinking about that. I know you're thinking about revenge and all those terrible things. And by the way, in all of your scripture quoting, did Sandy ever teach you about what Jesus has to say about vengeance? Yeah, vengeance belongs to the Lord. A human being should never seek vengeance. And you want to know why, delusional person? Because when you, as a mortal, a mere human being, when you set out to get vengeance on another, you will inevitably put the knife into your own back. It will come back and hurt you. It will not hurt the people you are trying to harm. And you're living it. But you are blinded by your hate. You are blinded by your hate. You have reached a level with your hate that if anyone says anything, you think, oh, it's about me. They're coming at me. They're coming at me. Do you know how many times you have dragged me through the mud on your channel and I have said nothing? I just ignore you. You keep doing it. Why? Because in your imaginary world, you somehow think I'm doing something to you. Stop. This is not working for you. I don't know what you hope to accomplish. I don't know what you think is going to come of all this. If you want a channel, you're going to have to rebuild. At this point, you have alienated so many people. You have hurt so many people. You have said things that were just nearly unforgivable. But hey, you know what? According to my philosophy in life, the way I live my daily life, if I did it once, I can do it again. You did it once, you can do it again. But you'll never do it filled with all this hate and animosity. You have got to take that victim coat off. Just take it off, drop it in the damn burn pile, and walk away. And start building, looking into the future. Just refuse to embrace these angry, negative feelings anymore. You're going to have to do that. At this point, you are the one that knows what you're doing to give this impression that your channel is organically moving forward. You know the links that you're having to take, and you know it's not working, because it was not but just a few weeks ago that you sat in front of your camera and you wept and you said in a calm, I think probably very honest moment, and you addressed your friends on your channel, and you said, I don't know what's happening. I've tried everything. If I talk about true crime, if I talk about trials, people are just not coming. You said that in a moment of really authentic truth, I think. You were a person without all the hate and the animosity, the plotting to hurt people. None of that was there. That was just you in your moment. And you know what? That woman, that person that sat there in that moment of raw honesty and said, it doesn't matter what I do, they're not coming. I don't understand this. That person, that is the woman that everybody was coming to watch 2 years ago. Not this woman who's sitting around plotting and manipulating and gaslighting. No, not this woman. This is a woman that people are trying very hard to stay away from. It's just it's sad. The whole thing all the way around is just sad. All right, I'm done. For my channel subscribers, this is a really great moment to stop and really consider that you have your own ears, you have your own eyes, and you don't need an interpreter. Okay? Gaslighting, it is a situation where someone is saying to you, do not believe what you are hearing. Let me tell you what you heard. You can't do that. That is the favorite tool of the abuser. Don't fall for it. Trust your own ears and your own eyes, please. And exactly what Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And a woman who will sit up there on her panel and laugh and joke and say, oh, Your husband's the one that freaked out and then killed Abby and Libby. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Scooter, take a deep breath, Scooter. Just take a deep breath and stand up for yourself. Just do the right thing. You know what's right. You know what's right. Tell the truth. Don't be her flying monkey. Don't do that. All right. Okay, here's what's going to happen now. I'm finished with this. I'm not talking about it anymore. He turns her. Yeah, I didn't see the guitar thing. Hey, Cindy. I never really liked her, but it seems like when her no, Cindy, this has been going on long before he passed away. Yeah. Nope. Long time. It's very strange. Good. Yes, Lise. We're moving past this. This is just heartbreaking, infuriating. I have to stand up for my friends who are good people. I'm for 4 years. BBT has been represented as a person who was giving death threats, and those things are not true. They are absolutely not true. And in the last 2 months, the things that have been said about BBT are legally actionable, and she has an attorney, and she is suing. These are not the empty words of, the delusional one. She's in the process now. So, and she should do it. It's her. She's got a reputation. She's a professional. She has 2 master's degrees. She is entitled to her truth. BBT is entitled to be the person that she truly is. Okay? And that's why I made the decision to speak out. This is wrong. This is wrong what they're doing, what she did to Lisa D, all of those other people. This is, if you don't have the ability to look at just the total number of people that she is attacking and lying about, then you're going to have to question your own motivations. But I'm done with this. It's boring. I agree with Lise. It's boring. We're done. Finished. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end this live, okay? Put a clean into it, and then I'm going to come back with another live, and we are going to talk about, and I'm going to try to do this in a very honest, authentic way. But I think that Jeremy, I think that I'm talking about Jeremy Reagan, the next door neighbor to the Idaho 4. I think that he has sought the public limelight, and so because he has done so many interviews with so many big name organizations, as well as YouTube channels and whatnot, I think it's fair to be able to comment on it in a responsible way. I want to be very responsible with this, okay? But yes, he did make himself a public figure. Okay? All right. So we're going to be careful when we do it, but we're going to do it because I think it's important. All right. I will be back. It is 2:54. Give me to about 3:15 because I need to get everything set up because I got some videos and stuff to show as I'm going through it. And then I'm not talking about this again. I'm done with that lady. I'm done with all of her stuff. I want, but my goal here is, my friends, don't let people tell you what you're hearing. Use your own ears. Okay, you have a mind, use it. Don't be a victim of gaslighting. because that gaslighting coming out of that channel over there is harming people in a bad way. All right. I will be back. Me and Arnold. I will be back.